Hello! Yes, not my normal intro this time, because just want to use this time to quickly say I've rearranged the structure of these costume reviews a little. From this video forward, me wearing whatever it is I'm reviewing will be the first. As I liked it when I did it in another video and I thought, yeah, I should run with that. So I will. So just to quickly say, if you want to check out any of my other socials, link is in the description. Right, so the deep dive, yes, the detailing is very, it's like very high production, and it's kind of good because you have to pay a lot of money for this. You've got like the wingy ear bits of Guilmon, which is maybe the only little downside, because they should have maybe had like some sort of metal rod or something attached there. Because it does like flap downwards, as I think you've actually seen in the video, but Guilmon doesn't have that down unless he's like sad or even confused. The detail is like so nice, and they definitely got it mostly accurate to everything, apart from I guess the tail being a bit too long. Guilmon doesn't have that long of a tail. He does have a long tail, but it's not as long as this is. Also, I'm gonna have to just do this so you can see the mic, and it's not focusing. Can you try focus? Thank you. Yeah, this is the fan. Sorry, I hate that my phone camera is always a bit darker. But yeah, that is the fan it uses. But just like their Blue Raptor, you also got, they have done it again where it's like, the zipper can be on the inside, when you're inside, easier for someone who's all alone and doesn't have anyone to help suit them up if they need help suiting up. I'm totally fine. I can definitely suit up even with the zipper on the outside, but that is definitely a bonus because like I said, you can be on the outside or just pushed it round the curve and it can be on the outside. It's sort of however you feel, but of course it would always look better on that side because of course when someone sees the back of you, you're going to see the zip handle. And so I'm going to semi-explain by pretending that this is upside down. So like around here there's like a like a slipper cover, so it's half covered there, and then there's like a gap where you can slide your foot in. That there is also a Velcro bit here. I mean, not Velcro, no, not Velcro, elastic, that's what I meant. Elastic band spanning across like the middle from like here to here. A bit not too far away from the slipper cover bit. But yes, you just slip in, and even though I didn't figure this out fully with my blue dinosaur velociraptor suit from the same people who made this suit, with this second time suiting, I actually finally more figured out exactly what you was supposed to do. Because what I was doing is I was putting the elastic band above my foot, so like my feet went in there, and then the elastic band was sort of more covering up to up to my ankles, like that. But I realised no, you just put your foot in, the elastic band goes on the back of your foot. So yeah, that's how you would actually put on these feet, and I felt like when I figured it out, I was like, oh, no wonder why I sometimes struggle to walk in the Velociraptor. It's like I was definitely wearing that wrong. Like I said, it's slightly a different design to what I'm used to. I've never actually had like a foot like a inflatable foot like this indoor use for this, even though of course I know that they do tend to take it outside and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely more indoor built, so just be aware that the wear on that, if you're gonna go outside, is like rocks and all that will probably eventually wear and tear and damage that down. So it doesn't have like actual outdoor gripping and stuff, so just be aware, especially if it's a icy snowy day. You're gonna slip. What I also got to talk about is basically it takes 8 batteries. It's a bit hard to see. I can see it like that anyways. Yeah, it takes 8 AA batteries, but it does have like the jack part thing, so basically battery banks could likely probably still power, if you don't use this part, but actually use like an actual battery bank, and then instead of this end, the other end, where the fan is, and connect it that way. But just now I'm going to give you a take on the inside, like give you a closer look inside when it's all inflated. Right, this is what it looks like inside. It's a bit tight because it's very is tight, like you don't have too much space. Look, there's the head, there's the eye, there's a bit of the eyebrow. Yeah, I'm pointing to eyebrow. You got the ears that I can semi-flap around because it's a bit of a hole. But yeah, there is like no way to like really pinch and blink it, because when it's really inflated it is so smooth and round that there's nothing to even grab onto. You get this kind of small hole because it's so hard to hold on. Right, that's slightly better. You got this. It's not really better, is it? It's so hard to do this, right? If only I had a smaller camera and all that. And then you get one kind of at the top as well, I guess, if you want to peek over, and it's definitely a bit of a good way to like, oh, if there's any like children below you. But honestly, when my arms are in, it's of course about here, so it makes it a little harder. But like I said, the top bit up here definitely does its job. It's like, yeah, I can kind of see through. I know you can't really see with the light on. You can't, but with the light off, you can definitely see through this. All right. But yeah, just another little gander in the head. And there's the nostrils are like there and there. Which, you can, like I said, do like a little sniff. You can do like a little sniff by, you know, just pinching this bit here, but careful not to pull too hard, because of course, like I said, these are quite cool. These are quite small seams around, and normally when I'm doing stuff like that, the seams are a lot more wider and bigger. For sure, we're going to be able to see the tail. I'm having to do this like blindly, this bit, because it's like I can't really twist my body around without the suit getting in the way. You can see the tail, and there's the fan. There's the zipper that goes right at the end of the tail. But yeah, the leg space, despite having some very large feet to this costume, it is a little bit wide apart. When it comes to your actual leg, yeah, you have a lot of room before it gets to the feet area, and you can just about see the sandal, I think. Yeah, there's the sandal bit. There's where my foot is in. And like I said, it's really like wherever my foot goes, the costume foot will go, which is like nicely secure. But yeah, like I said, apart from that, like the arms and a bit of the legs are a bit restricted, and like I said, it is a tight space. So even though the arms and leg hole are like definitely suited for even a bit of more beefy people in here. Now it's the review scoring section now. Now, the pros of this costume: it has a pretty high quality print on it. It is quite accurate to the character it portrays, which is pretty great. Like I said, it's got almost all of the detail pretty right in every way, even on the head and the chest and everything. You know, you get it. The zipper handle is also probably the best zip handle for any inflatable costumes I've ever seen and worn. It makes it far easier to get in and out of yourself than most other inflatable suits out there, even the ones that are much cheaper as well. It also contains the air inside, pretty wonderful, and so it helps with the fan inflating in around just like 30 seconds, when most inflatable costumes I've worn take a near or even a whole minute or even longer to, you know, basically inflate up fully before it's like, yeah, you can now fully play around with it and it's all, you know, all inflated all around. They have also added a window panel that's been placed near the chin, was considered to help improve invisibility, mainly to see smaller people, you know, below you, in front of you, like really up close to you. And I don't see many suits that do that, and it definitely does work a lot in this costume, though visibility can still be a bit, you know, iffy, but, you know, basically it's better than nothing, you know. Now lastly, the claws of the Guilmon can be decently moved about, but yeah, still isn't the great grip, though I don't think any inflatable costume is going to have that kind of perfect grip without it becoming more of like a glove that doesn't inflate in your hand. But yeah, this one is pretty good, and not many costumes, not too many costumes offer that kind of like being able to like wiggle the fingers and claws that well. So, you know, it's definitely a pro on this one. Now, the cons. The repairability for the fan area seems like it could very well become a problem if you need to like replace the fan in the future. I think they could have just done like some small instructions on how you would replace the fan for customers. Would have been great, as it's not as simple as most other sold inflatable suits are when it comes to replacing it. The chest area and the neck of the Guilmon is quite pretty tight slash like closed in space, despite other areas of the suit being more larger, accommodating for larger sized people. It's like it doesn't have much space to move around, and so it can be a bit semi-claustrophobic around there. Lastly, for the cons, I have to also note that it's not as heavily puppetable, so yeah, it is somewhat limited in the movements you can do in this compared to like others, even other suits made by them as well. Like they have made suits that you know, you can really move, you know, pop it around in and like move, like maybe move the mouth, like be able to sort of wink and stuff like that. This one, no, is kind of limited. You can, of course, still perform to some extent, but of course it's just not as, you know, it's like a middle ground. It's like, yeah, it could have been more advanced, but it isn't. But now it is time to tell you of the end score, the final score I even give this. Overall, I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. Despite, yeah, the two cons mentioned being quite damningly negative points that I've basically mentioned, it was still such a great well-rounded costume for its pretty high price though. If it was being sold like £40 more or higher, I don't think I would have given it a 9 to say. I think that would have definitely turned down the overall rating of like, yeah, it's still a good costume, but the price is a little issue. But yeah, this one, no, I think it sure is worth that price point.
Gentlemen, I am gonna say goodbye now. I can't really do a full good impression of Guilmon, because it's like I haven't trained my voice too much on this voice. I'm probably even butchering it. but I'm Guilmon, and I am happy to heal.
But yeah. Like I said, I do like their costumes. This is like the second costume. I never know how to pronounce it. Even though I've definitely put it into Google Translate sometimes to try and remember how to pronounce it, I never do remember. But yeah, I'm going to put on the screen over there. Also, yeah, it is quite creaky. It's quite a squeaky, creaky suit. But yeah, this one is a lot more like squeaky, only mainly in the arms though, because it's rubbing against the other material. I wonder, it might be risky. I'm going to put the phone. Oh yes, that's a little risky. As long as it's all right. Man, that's kind of weird. But yeah. Ooh. I'm risking my phone by putting the phone right at the chin of the head. It has some space to wiggle room. So, gotta be careful, but yeah, this works. I can be very animated while the phone is recording still. Anyways, that's gonna be the end of this video. Of this Guilmon. Oh god, I'm really risking it. I want to be animated, I want to move around, but yes, I'm just risking my phone just falling down my chest and then maybe dropping somewhere. Used that one, I think. That's a bit hard to, like I said, need more practice. This is my second time actually wearing this. I can't move around too much because it's like I can move up to here, and then up to here I'm restricted because I'll either hit everything else, especially with the tail. Actually, in fact, I did actually knock over something over there. Like, for real, I knocked something over there and it's like, ah, damn it. It's like, oh, this could be a shag Digimon. Oh. So, hope to see you in whatever video that may be. I can sort of do it. If you enjoyed, don't forget you can subscribe and perhaps hit that bell to not miss a video. Also, we do have a Discord server, and yes, on that server we do sometimes talk about costumes as well. We do have a costume channel for all that topic. Just be sure to go to the Roll Picker channel to unlock the channel. Anyways, my name is Fluffy Chops, and goodbye.